On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Championship.
A contest to decide who is the best player or team in a particular sport, the act of providing approval and support.
Examples:
A world championship. Championship flag. His team won the championship for 3 years running.
Struggle.
To make a great effort to do something when it is difficult, or there are a lot of problems, to use force or violence to break away from restraint or constriction.
Examples:
Struggle against discrimination. Struggle to get the job. He could not struggle against temptation.
Dehydrated.
To remove the water or moisture from something by a natural or artificial process.
Examples:
Dehydrated skin. Dehydrated skimmed milk. I need to drink more water because I'm feeling dehydrated.
Emanate.
To emit, send out something, to express a quality or feeling.
Examples:
Emanate light. Emanate happiness. The fragrance of flowers emanated from the garden.
Asphalt.
A black, sticky substance that is used to surface roads, roofs, and other structures made from a mixture of sand, gravel, and a petroleum-based material called bitumen.
Examples:
Asphalt pavement. Asphalt driveway. The road crew was laying fresh asphalt on the highway.
Degree.
A unit of measurement for angles, temperature, or level of proficiency or achievement, a rank or level of academic or professional attainment.
Examples:
Bachelor's degree. Degree centigrade. She received her degree in psychology from the university.
Halfway.
In or at a point midway or an equal distance between 2 points.
Examples:
Halfway through my journey. Halfway decent job. The famous restaurant stands halfway up the hill.
Prestigious.
Having a high reputation or status, respected or honored, widely recognized as being of high quality or importance.
Examples:
Prestigious award. Prestigious event. The Academy is known for its prestigious faculty and rigorous curriculum.
Utter.
Complete, total, or absolute, said, done, or experienced without any exceptions or qualifications, spoken aloud or enunciated very clearly and distinctly, verb, to speak or articulate words, sounds, or a voice.
Examples:
Utter nonsense. Utter a big sigh. The utter chaos of the concert crowd made it seem like a wild animal was in the room.
Bore.
A feeling of respect and wonder inspired by someone or something greatly admired.
Examples:
A feeling of awe. In awe of the situation. The awe-inspiring mountains dominate the landscape.
Athlete.
A person who competes in one or more sports that involve physical strength, speed, or endurance.
Examples:
Become a professional athlete. High school athletes. His dream is to become an Olympic athlete.
Grueling.
Extremely tiring or demanding great effort, especially with long duration or intensity.
Examples:
Grueling process. A grueling campaign. The marathon was a grueling test of endurance.
Spectator.
Someone present at an event, such as a sports game, play, or concert, to watch or observe it.
Examples:
Mass spectator sport. Spectator seat. She enjoyed watching the game as a spectator.
Incredibly.
In a way that is very difficult to believe, exceedingly, or extremely.
Examples:
Incredibly cheerful character. Get incredibly insecure. Several cities are experiencing incredibly high unemployment rates.
Athletics.
The physical activities or sports that involve physical exertion and competition, such as running, jumping, throwing, or walking.
Examples:
High school athletics. Professional athletics. She excelled in athletics during high school and went on to compete at the collegiate level.
Participate.
To take part in something.
Examples:
Participate fully in conversation. Participate in the program. The majority of students actively participated in the college's intramural sports program.
Sideline.
A secondary or less significant job, interest, or activity, a line on the side of a sports field that players must stay behind. Verb, to remove someone from their position or role, often temporarily or as a result of a setback or failure.
Examples:
Sideline reporter. Lucrative sideline. The coach benched the star player after he broke a team rule, leaving him on the sideline for the entire game.
Cheer.
To give a loud shout to show support, praise, or approval.
Examples:
Cheer for the home team. Cheer me up. Supporters in the stands cheered at every goal.
Sibling.
A brother or sister, member of a family born to the same parents.
Examples:
Have a sibling quarrel. Play with my siblings. Children often copy their parents or elder siblings.
Compete.
To strive to achieve more success than someone or something.
Examples:
Compete against a friend. Compete fiercely. You must compete with others to obtain this position. Decide. To make up someone's mind about something. To come to a conclusion or judgment after considering options. Examples: decide a question. Decide on a course of action. She couldn't decide whether to order the pizza or the pasta for dinner. Communal. Belonging to or used by a group rather than individuals, for common use. Examples: communal swimming pool. Communal combination of funds. Communal elections were held in several European countries. Volunteer. A person who performs or offers to perform a job or service without being paid for or forced to do. Examples: seek volunteers. My volunteer work. The teachers make full use of volunteer assistance. Intern. To put someone in prison, especially for political or military reasons. Noun, a student or trainee who works, sometimes for free, to get work experience or to fulfill qualification criteria. Examples: intern civilians. Medical intern. The Navy interned ships of defeated nations. Backpack. A bag or pack that is worn on the back, often used for carrying books, equipment, or supplies. Examples: backpackers hostel. Backpacking trip. I packed my backpack with all the necessary camping gear for our trip. Brace. A device, typically one of a pair, for holding something in position or for strengthening an object. Verb, to support or hold steady and make steadfast. Examples: brace for impact. Brace my energies. She wore a brace on her leg to support her injured ankle. Crutch. A device used to provide support or stability to a person with limited mobility or strength, such as a cane, walker, or pair of crutches. Anything that is relied upon excessively or used as a way of avoiding difficulty or responsibility. Examples: crutch support. Emotional crutch. He walked with the aid of a crutch after breaking his leg in a skiing accident. Graduate. A person who has a first degree from university or college. Verb, to complete the first course of university or college and get a degree. Examples: graduate degree program. Honor graduate. Many employers hire graduate trainees to train as managers. Consult. To seek or get advice or information from a person, book, or other source having special knowledge on a particular subject. Examples: Regularly consult with a doctor. Consult my wallet. Always consult a lawyer before launching a business.
Introduction.
A preliminary explanation or remarks given before the start of a text, performance, or event. The act of bringing something new into existence or introducing something to a wider audience or new market.
Examples.
Introduction education. Self-introduction. The introduction to the new class was informative and engaging.
Hand cycle.
A bicycle-like vehicle that is powered by hand cranking instead of pedaling, often used by people with lower body disabilities.
Examples.
Hand cycle race. Hand cycle marathon. The coach guided proper hand cycle technique to improve riders' speed and stamina.
Triathlon.
An athletic competition consisting of 3 different sports activities, usually swimming, cycling, and long-distance running, typically completed in immediate succession as a race.
Examples.
Triathlon race. Triathlon training. The triathlon course included challenging hills on the cycling segment.
Fowl.
Birds that are kept for their meat or eggs, particularly domesticated birds, including chickens, ducks, and turkeys.
Examples.
Chicken fowl. Fowl farm. We had roasted fowl for dinner, and it was delicious.
Champion.
Someone who has won first place in a competition, someone who fights for a specific group of people or a belief.
Examples.
A champion of peace. The grand champion. The champion bicyclist outrode all his competitors.
Disability.
A physical or mental condition that makes it difficult for someone to do some things that other people do.
Examples.
A disability pension. A learning disability. Listening to music at a high volume may lead to a hearing disability.
Wheelchair.
A chair fitted with large wheels for use as a means of transport by a person who is unable to walk.
Examples.
Electric-powered wheelchair. Wheelchair accessibility. This library rents out various types of folding wheelchairs for visitors.
Encourage.
To give someone support, confidence, or hope, to persuade someone to do or continue to do something by making it easier for them and making them believe it is a good thing to do.
Examples.
Encourage a sense of affinity. Encourage antisocial behavior. They encouraged customers with a premium for loyal patronage.
Consist.
To be composed or made up of.
Examples.
Consist mainly of cells. Consist only in knowing facts. This examination consists of 5 problems to solve.
Pacific.
Peaceful in character or intent, tending to lessen or avoid conflict, calm or soothing in manner or tone. Noun, as Pacific, the largest and deepest of Earth's oceanic divisions.
Examples:
Pacific nature disposition. The Pacific Ocean. They adopted a pacific approach to resolving their differences, emphasizing dialogue and understanding.
Cycle.
An interval during which a recurring sequence of events occurs, a bicycle or motorcycle.
Examples:
The cycle of the seasons. Go to the workplace by cycle. The food chain causes a material cycle.
Lava.
Molten rock that has been extruded from a volcano and solidified, a highly fluid, highly heated substance or material.
Examples:
Lava flow. Molten lava. The volcano's eruption caused a lava river to flow down the mountainside.
Exotic.
Originating from or characteristic of a foreign country or culture, strikingly unusual, uncommon, or intriguing.
Examples:
Exotic species. Exotic vacation. I love trying exotic foods from different cultures.
Scenic.
Relating to or providing views of natural beauty, such as mountains, forests, or oceans, having pleasing or picturesque natural features.
Examples:
Scenic overlook. Scenic beauty. The Alps offer some of the most scenic views in the world, with their snow-capped peaks and lush valleys.
Desolate.
Deserted, barren, or lonely, causing a feeling of sadness or hopelessness.
Examples:
A desolate scene. Desolate moon. The deserted island was desolate and uninhabited.
Marathon.
A long-distance race of 42.195 kilometers.
Examples:
Run a marathon. Watch a marathon. She successfully completed her first marathon with a personal best time.
Distance.
The amount of space between 2 points, measured in units such as miles, meters, or kilometers, the extent, scope, or range between two things, such as distance or emotional distance.
Examples:
Driving distance. Social distance. The marathon runner covered a long distance in a short amount of time.
Strict.
Strongly limiting someone's freedom, allowing no deviation from a standard, rule, belief, etc.
Examples:
Strict compliance regime. In strict secrecy. Too strict a regulation for the private sector will stifle innovation.
Cut off.
A point or level beyond which something will not be tolerated or allowed, the act of stopping or interrupting the supply of something.
Examples:
Cutoff frequency. A cutoff point. The cutoff date for submitting applications was fast approaching.
Discotheque.
A nightclub or restaurant where recorded music is played and people dance.
Examples:
Discotheque party. Discotheque scene. He couldn't wait to hit the discotheque and dance the night away.
Pace.
The speed at which someone or something moves, or the rate at which something happens or changes.
Examples:
At your own pace. The runner's pace. The economy is growing at a supercharged pace.
Agon.
A contest or competition, typically one in which participants exert themselves physically or mentally to achieve victory or surpass others.
Examples:
Emotional agon. An agon of creativity. The weightlifting competition brought together athletes from different countries for an international agon.
Decision.
The act or process of making up someone's mind about something, a choice or judgment reached after considering options.
Examples:
Decision authority. A selfish decision. She was struggling to make a decision between two job offers.
Quitter.
A person who gives up easily or does not have the determination to finish what they have started.
Examples:
Easy quitter. Serial quitter. He was labeled as a quitter after he abandoned the project halfway.
Chip.
A small fragment of something broken off from the whole, a long and thin piece of potato fried in oil or fat.
Examples:
A chip of wood. I don't care a chip. We can use this campaign as a bargaining chip in the negotiations.
Crush.
To press it firmly, usually with your hands or a tool, so that it becomes flat or smaller.
Examples:
Crush coffee beans. Crush a revolt. The car was completely crushed in the accident.
Embarrass.
To cause someone to feel awkward, worried, or ashamed.
Examples:
Embarrass political enemy. Embarrass my project. He looked for an opportunity to embarrass that actor in public.
Mess.
A state of confusion, dirtiness, or untidiness. Verb, to fail to do something or to make something dirty or untidy.
Examples:
Have a whole mess. Get into a mess. He made a frightful mess in his room.
Assume.
To think or accept something to be true without having proof of it, to take or begin to have power, to begin to exhibit a specific quality or appearance.
Examples:
Assume a lousy attitude to his boss. Assume an important role. The following example assumes that the capacity of each battery is the same.
Disaster.
An unexpected event or series of events that cause widespread damage, destruction, or loss of life.
Examples:
Global disaster. Disaster recovery. The disaster response team worked around the clock to aid those affected by the earthquake.
Insurmountable.
Impossible to overcome or conquer, too difficult or daunting to overcome.
Examples:
Insurmountable odds. Insurmountable disadvantage. The challenge seemed insurmountable, but they overcame it with hard work and determination.
Odds.
The degree or probability that a particular thing will or will not happen.
Examples:
Odds in favor. Odds of business. What are the odds that he will survive?
Contract.
A legally binding agreement between two or more parties, setting out their rights and obligations to each other, typically in writing and enforceable by law.
Examples:
Employment contract. Contract law. The company signed a contract with the supplier for the delivery of goods.
Polio.
An acute infectious disease caused by a virus that attacks nerve cells in the spinal cord and brain, leading to paralysis, muscle weakness, and potentially lifelong disability.
Examples:
Polio epidemic. Polio eradication. The polio vaccine development is regarded as one of the greatest medical achievements of the 20th century.
Paralyze.
To cause a person or part of the body to become unable to move or feel.
Examples:
Paralyze a city. Paralyze a person. The venom from the snake bite paralyzed his arm.
Orphanage.
An institution for the care of orphans, equals a child whose parents are dead.
Examples:
Build an orphanage. Orphanage director. He grew up in a Christian orphanage and never knew his biological parents.
Fortunate.
Having good luck or lucky.
Examples:
Fortunate situation. Less fortunate person. He was pretty fortunate to pass the exam.
Adopt.
To choose to follow something, to legally take a child from another family and care for them as if they were one's own.
Examples:
Adopt a child. Adopt a bill. The National Assembly has adopted the budget. To go through something unpleasant or that involves a change.
Examples:
Undergo surgery. Undergo a decrease. The train has to undergo rigorous safety checks.
Surgery.
Medical treatment of injuries or diseases involving an incision with instruments and often removing or replacing some parts of the body, the branch of medical science that treats disease or injury by operative procedures.
Examples:
Cardiac surgery. The professor of surgery. He had undergone heart surgery years before.
Pants.
An item of clothing that covers the lower part of the body and each leg separately, typically with a waistband and two legs.
Examples:
Woolly pants. Pajama pants. I always wear pants when I go outside, even in the summer.
Feminine.
Relating to women, having the features or appearance often associated with women.
Examples:
Add a feminine touch. The sacred feminine. For a classically feminine style, the dress mixes sophisticated lines with an appealing floral design.
Individual.
A single person or thing, as distinct from a group.
Examples:
A private individual. Individual freedom. As an individual, he had the right to make his own decisions and live his life as he saw fit.
Paralysis.
A condition in which you are unable to move or lose control of part or most of the body because of illness or injury.
Examples:
Moral paralysis. Paralysis in the leg. Massive demonstrations lead to total paralysis of transportation.
Develop.
To grow or expand, to improve or refine through a process of progress and refinement, often to achieve greater sophistication or complexity, to elaborate or add detail to something that is in the process of being created.
Examples:
Develop a strategy. Develop a skill. We must develop a new system to streamline our workflow and increase efficiency.
Medical.
Relating to the treatment of illness or injuries, relating to the practice of medicine.
Examples:
A medical opinion. Temporary medical treatment. The medical team worked quickly to save the patient's life.
Opportune.
Suitable or happening at a time that is suitable or convenient for a particular purpose.
Examples:
Opportune occasion. An opportune remark. The phone rang at the most opportune time.
Humble.
Having or showing a modest or low estimate of one's quality or importance.
Examples:
A humble cottage. Humble opinion. The nobler, the more humble.
Attempt.
An act or effort of trying to do something, especially something difficult.
Examples:
The attempt to rescue the hostages. A reckless attempt. The third attempt was far more successful.
Dump.
To deposit or dispose of something, such as trash, waste, etc., carelessly or hurriedly.
Examples:
Dump the gravel on the road. Dump hazardous waste. The company dumped him after several years of service.
Pier.
A structure built on posts extending from land out into a body of water used as a landing place for boats or as a recreational area.
Examples:
Pier fishing. A landing pier. Families gathered on the head of a pier to watch the sunset and catch a glimpse of the dolphins swimming in the bay.
Competitor.
A person who participates in a sporting contest, a person or organization that competes with others, particularly in business.
Examples:
Beat competitor offer. Domestic competitor. The gap between the company and its competitors has widened.
Cannon.
A large, heavy gun fired from a fixed position or mounted on a vehicle, used in warfare or hunting.
Examples:
Cannon salute. Cannonball. The heavy cannon fired a loud shot that echoed across the battlefield.
Prompt.
To make someone decide to or try to do something, or to make something happen.
Examples:
Prompt a feeling of hunger. Prompt a debate. That incident prompted a nationwide chain reaction regarding the crackdown on illegal groups.
Stroke.
A medical condition in which poor blood flow to the brain causes cell death, the act of swinging or striking at a ball with a club, racket, etc.
Examples:
Suffer stroke. A stroke of the putter. This year's extreme heat has resulted in many heat stroke cases.
Lift.
To raise something to a higher position or level, to pick up something or somebody and move them to a different position.
Examples:
Lift sagging skin. Lift a ban on alcohol. The drought lifted the prices of grain globally.
Sight.
The ability to see anything that is seen.
Examples:
An unexpected sight. Dull sight. Many famous sights are within walking distance.
Shoreline.
A line that separates land and sea.
Examples:
Shoreline erosion. Coral reef shoreline. Flooding occurs along the city's shoreline due to the storm surge. To To make a person or an animal unconscious or dizzy, especially by hitting them on the head, to make someone surprised or shocked greatly.
Examples:
Stun fish. Stun an audience. This sprinter stunned the world with his speed.
Thrill.
A feeling of extreme and sudden excitement and pleasure, to cause someone to feel sudden intense sensation or emotion.
Examples:
The thrill of speed. Incredible thrill. Skydiving is an overwhelming thrill for many people.
Segment.
A part or section of something, a distinct group within a larger whole.
Examples:
Segment analysis. Market segment. The report divided the data into segments based on age, gender, and income level.
Enormity.
The quality of being extremely evil or wicked, the vastness of size or extent.
Examples:
Grasp the enormity. The enormity of the task. The enormity of the financial fraud was uncovered after years of investigation.
Clip.
A small metal or plastic device used for holding an object or objects together or in place, a short part of electronic media, either an audio clip or video clip.
Examples:
Tie clip. Short video clip. He fastened some sheets of paper with a clip.
Mathematics.
The science dealing with the logic of quantities, shapes, spaces, and arrangement.
Examples:
A good grounding in mathematics. Mathematics competition. He has a flair for mathematics.
Jeopardy.
The state of being in danger or at risk of harm or loss.
Examples:
Put his life in jeopardy. Tax in jeopardy. The project is in jeopardy of being cancelled due to a lack of funding.
Sizable.
Large in size or amount.
Examples:
Sizable portion. Sizable audience. He has a sizable fortune and is one of the wealthiest people in the city.
Scared.
Afraid or frightened.
Examples:
Scared all the time. Scared dog. I'm scared of insects.
Internal.
Of or relating to the inside of something.
Examples:
Internal organs. The internal economy. The Prime Minister cancelled visits to other countries to resolve internal disputes.
Attitude.
The way you think and feel about someone or something.
Examples:
Attitude toward mistakes. Attitude control. She had the attitude that work was fun.
Resolve.
To find a suitable answer to the problems or difficulty.
Examples:
Resolve a dispute. Resolve the computer error. This company resolves its battery problem completely.
Uncomfortable.
Providing or feeling physical discomfort or slight pain.
Examples:
An uncomfortable silence. With an uncomfortable face. His abusive words made me uncomfortable.
Laser.
A device that emits powerful and narrow light that can be used as a tool to cut metal through a process of optical amplification.
Examples:
Laser printer. Pulse laser. The company holds patents on core components of laser jet printers.
Crank.
A mechanical device that converts rotary motion into linear motion or vice versa, an eccentric or unpredictable person.
Examples:
Crank handle. Crank collar. The fishing reel had a crank that made it easy to reel in the catch.
Roll.
To move in a particular direction by turning over and over or from side to side.
Examples:
Roll a ball. Roll down his cheeks. He was exhausted and rolled into bed as soon as he got home.
Loudspeaker.
An electronic device that amplifies sound, typically used to address a large audience or to play music or other audio content in public areas.
Examples:
Wireless loudspeaker. Loudspeaker system. The teacher spoke through the loudspeaker so that every student could hear the announcement.
Excite.
To make someone feel suddenly enthusiastic or eager.
Examples:
Excite the crowd. Excite rebellion. The news of her promotion excited her.
Straight.
Extending or moving in one direction without bending or curving, having no deviations.
Examples:
A straight line. Straight for 2 months. He was sick for 5 straight days.
Desperately.
In a way that shows a lack of hope and a willingness to do anything because of the problematic situation, with great urgency.
Examples:
Desperately anxious. Desperately ill patient. The baby clung desperately to her mother.
Gripping.
Engaging or compelling, capable of holding one's attention or interest tightly, evocative of strong emotions or reactions.
Examples:
Gripping documentary. Gripping tale. The gripping movie had me on the edge of my seat the entire time.
Rim.
The edge of something in the shape of a more or less circular object.
Examples:
Rim of the year. Crater rim. The water level was even with the basin's rim.
Tip.
The top or extreme point of something slender or tapering, usually a mountain or hill. A piece of advice about something practical, a small amount of money given for services.
Examples:
The tip of a paintbrush. Give the waiter a tip. I will introduce some tips on learning English in this class.
Backward.
At, to, or toward the direction or place that is behind or rear.
Examples:
Walk backward. Backward angle. She falls over backward when she sees her mother-in-law.
Stretch.
To make or be capable of making anything longer or broader without hurting or breaking.
Examples:
Stretch along the coast. Stretch a story. Some herds have been observed to stretch hundreds of kilometers.
Highway.
A main road, especially one connecting major towns or cities.
Examples:
Highway system. An interstate highway. I'm going to take the highway to get to my destination faster.
Exhausted.
Extremely tired.
Examples:
The exhausted food sources. Exhausted parents. The exhausted runner fell to the ground and gasped.
Roar.
To make a loud, deep sound, like a lion or a car engine.
Examples:
Roar with laughter. Roar for more. The lion roared loudly, signaling its dominance over the other animals.
Overcome.
To succeed in controlling or dealing with something, such as a problem or difficulty. To defeat or overwhelm someone.
Examples:
Overcome opponents. Overcome all difficulties. He tried to overcome a bad reputation and win the election.
Emotion.
A strong feeling such as love, anger, etc., deriving from one's situation, mood, or relationships with others.
Examples:
Control my emotion. Afraid to show emotion. Some emotions are common across cultures and backgrounds.
Orphan.
A child whose parents are dead or have abandoned them.
Examples:
Orphan care. Asylum for orphan children. The little girl was a war orphan and lived in a group home.
Achieve.
To successfully complete a task or goal, often through hard work, perseverance, and dedication, to attain or accomplish something that one has set out to do.
Examples:
Achieve success. Achieve milestones. I will work hard to achieve my goals and realize my dreams.
Commitment.
A promise or firm decision to do something or to behave in a certain way.
Examples:
A commitment to an alliance. Meet his commitments. His business commitments took him to the United States.
Conquer.
To bring under control by force or authority.
Examples:
Conquer fatal disease. Conquer the world. You must conquer your anxiety about driving.
Disable.
To cause someone or something to become unable to function properly or as intended, to incapacitate or immobilize.
Examples:
Disable a setting. Disable a device. I had to disable the pop-up blocker in my browser to access the website.
Disease.
A disorder or illness that affects the body or mind, often characterized by specific symptoms or abnormal functioning of organs or systems.
Examples:
Disease prevention. Disease control. The doctor diagnosed him with a rare disease that had no known cure.
Afflict.
To cause pain, suffering, or distress to someone or something.
Examples:
Afflict with the plague. Afflict the economy. The disease can afflict both humans and animals.
Vaccine.
A substance that is put into the body and protects them from disease by causing them to produce antibodies, equals proteins that attack harmful bacteria, viruses, etc.
Examples:
Development of vaccines. An oral vaccine. The mRNA vaccine was approved in less than a year because it did not contain the fragments of the target virus.
Eliminate.
To remove or get rid of someone or something.
Examples:
Eliminate contestants. Eliminate sexual barriers. We can eliminate this possibility from those consumptions.
Contrast.
To put in opposition to show or emphasize differences.
Examples:
Contrast with a decade ago. Contrast two things. It's intriguing to compare and contrast the two authors.
Endemic.
Of a disease or other problem, regularly found among particular people or in a certain area.
Examples:
Endemic disease. Cholera endemic area. Malaria is endemic in many tropical countries.
Immunization.
The process of making a person or animal immune to a specific disease by administering a vaccine or other preventative measure.
Examples:
Immunization program. Childhood immunization. Due to the success of immunization programs, certain diseases, such as smallpox, have been eradicated.
Estimate.
To guess or calculate the cost, the size, value, etc. of something.
Examples.
Estimate of fair value. Estimate this chicken to weigh 3 pounds. We estimated the season's total trade deficit at $50 billion.
Incredible.
Unbelievable, extremely large.
Examples.
Incredible amount. At incredible speed. Her response revealed incredible idiocy.
Progression.
The act or process of changing to the next stage or phase or moving forward.
Examples.
Progression of civilization. Progression of disease. The company has made great strides in its progression towards sustainability.
Eradicate.
To get rid of or destroy something completely, especially something bad.
Examples.
Eradicate the deficit. Eradicate racial discrimination. We are trying to eradicate this disease from the world.
Threat.
A strong indication or likelihood of harm, danger, or adverse consequences. An expression of intent to inflict harm or injury on someone or something, often made as a means of coercion or intimidation.
Examples.
Economic threat. Environmental threat. The threat of severe weather prompted the city to issue an evacuation warning.
Poorest.
Having the least wealth or resources.
Examples.
Poorest of the poor. Poorest area. The poorest countries in the world often have the highest rates of malnutrition.
Emerge.
To move out of or away from something and become visible.
Examples.
Emerge as a butterfly. Emerge from poverty. During colonial eras, new migratory patterns emerged.
Scoot.
To move or glide along quickly and smoothly on a surface, especially on a scooter or similar device.
Examples.
Scoot out of my room. Scoot over. I have to scoot over to the next desk because there's not enough room for me to sit comfortably.
Crippling.
Causing someone to become unable to walk or move, causing severe damage or harm.
Examples.
Crippling debt. A crippling strike. He is still struggling with a crippling disease.